I was sort of imagining like maybe this is the moment where like Arthur's dreaming he's like bagged a babe, you know?
Close your ears. Arthur's a virgin. I think that when he sees Lee, he has a physiological response that he's just really not familiar with. I think it's the first time really that he is struck by someone in that way and feels that there is like a connection.
There's so much more from these two incredible stars of the brand new Joker movie very soon. I'm Max. This is Flip Your Wick. How are you? Welcome along to all the new subscribers. I hope you're enjoying all the content on the channel because there is so much to enjoy. Right, Joker, Folie and Deux returns us to the deranged world of Arthur Fleck, with Joaquin Phoenix reprising his Oscar-winning role alongside Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn. It's been directed once again by Todd Phillips. This highly anticipated sequel mixes psychological drama with musical elements, creating this chaotic, mesmerizing experience.
The beginning of the film, he's largely silent. I don't know how long it is, but he just really doesn't speak or communicate. And then once he interacts with Lee, he suddenly comes alive, and literally bursts out into song. And I thought that was just a really kind of a beautiful way to try to capture this like abundant feeling that he has.
Joaquin delivers another raw, unsettling performance, while Gaga stands as Harley, bringing a fierce, fresh energy that crackles on screen.
And I think that what we were really trying to do was steer me out of the realm of all of the things that I do as a performer and entertainer on my stage. And that made so much sense for this character because she's not me. And we were building an entirely new reality. And I don't actually only sing in that like completely naked way the whole film. There's moments in the film where, you know, the voice is much more full, and I was sort of imagining like maybe this is the moment where like Arthur's dreaming he's like bagged a babe, you know, and she's like really going for it. But in other moments it's kind of like Lee, you know, maybe soothing herself, or she is like trying to find the words to defend or explain or confess something to him. It was very scary at first, and it was super hard for me, and we like spent a lot of time working on this. But once I found it, it was nice because I had a lot more to play with, because I wasn't like locked into one thing. And you used to say things to me like, no, like, is that a trick that you do? Or, you know, like my technique, like the way that I perform, like I had to kind of turn that off at moments and just make a totally new voice.
It seemed like it was difficult. When I saw you like switch from like performance to then just like something more internal, and it was really exciting when that happened in the studio. Then I think you went even further, but I glimpsed that first moment and I thought it was really bold.
Thank you. I think we had different ways of thinking about it too, like the way that he sort of could like clue into my different moments and like what I was doing. I remember we were in the studio and I was like, oh, like you guys are really responding to it when it's more immature. And so to me, there's something I think about singing that I connect with like wisdom or like my understanding of life. And Lee is kind of like in moments just, I think she's kind of like completely locked into Joker and into Arthur, and the voice is kind of, it's just not coming from a completely mature place. It's coming from a much more young place. Like when I sing in the shower, or when I'm just like moseying along, or if I'm sad and I just start to hum, like less of a performance and more, especially like Get Happy in the Hallway. I feel like that was really special, because I was basically trying to tell him something that I just like couldn't say in any other way.
Their chemistry is both electric and dangerous, making their twisted romance unforgettable in this film.
For some reason, very early on, I talked to Todd about tap dancing. It was something I thought like would be a new, interesting part of the character to explore. And so I was like, yeah, I did it when I was younger. So, you know, let's just throw some tap shoes on and hit it. And then the difference between like being 8 and 48 is substantial. And it was much more difficult than I'd anticipated. But we worked for months, and it's a very short sequence. But when I saw, when I was on set and Stephanie was actually performing, and by the second take, her fingers were bleeding, and I could see the veins in her neck when she was singing. And so I was like, well, now I've got to really give it my all here. And I did one take, and I was like, that's it, I'm done. I can't. I was exhausted immediately.
You did it so many times, though.
Yeah, but that's because you kept going, and literally your fingers were bleeding. This is not a story I'm making up. I mean, it's literally bleeding. And so I just felt obligated to keep going. But it was hopefully it just captures the energy of the characters. There's just something exciting about seeing Joker tap dancing. I don't know, it just seemed like it would be a funny image.
With some praising its daring style and performances, while others find the musical direction jarring and devising. Still, Joker Folie et Deux remains one of the most talked about releases of 2024. It's out October the 4th, proving that Joaquin Phoenix and Lady Gaga are a duo worth watching, whether you love or loathe their madness. I'm Max, and this is Flip Your Wig. Leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think about this new movie. How excited are you about seeing Gaga and Joaquin Phoenix on the big screen together, also performing? That's going to be really interesting as well. Leave a comment, subscribe. Please do turn your notifications on, and I will be back with more videos very soon.
I was sort of imagining maybe this is the moment where Arthur's dreaming he's bagged a babe, you know?